Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat, and this is going to be your weekly tarot reading for December 22nd through the 29th. So welcome, welcome. Happy holidays. Welcome. All right, Taurus. So let's talk about the energies right now, shall we, before we see what the tarot has to say. So astrological overview, December 22nd through the 29th. We've got our solstice gateway, we've got our Mars in Capricorn, and we've got Mercury direct. So what does that mean? This week is going to open up with solstice energy still humming, and the cosmos is asking for fire and earth signs to anchor vision into form. Okay? So Mars in Capricorn is going to sharpen ambition and demand strategy. Fire signs are going to feel their flames focused, not scattered, whereas earth signs are going to feel their foundations strengthened, not shaken. Mercury is going to station direct in Sagittarius, which is going to clear the mental fog and restore clarity of purpose for us. Plans that were stalled are going to begin to move, and conversations that felt tangled are suddenly going to click into place. And then with the sun in Capricorn, that's going to bring discipline, structure, and long-term thinking. This is build the blueprint energy, you guys. Not flashy, but powerful. For earth signs like you, Taurus, your steady nature becomes your superpower this week. This week rewards patience, planning, and practical magic. Okay, so now let's see what the tarot has to say. This is the reading for Taurus for the week of December 22nd through the 29th. As always, the descriptions and links to my decks and much, much more is in the description to this video. So do hit that more button and check that out. And let's see what you're coming out as, Taurus. Show me, Taurus. Taurus, you're coming up with this beautiful Six of Wands. You're being crossed as your challenge obstacle awareness by a Knight of Pentacles. Your subconscious tool shed is a Six of Swords. Lots of sixes coming up for people this week. That's the energy. Makes sense. Stepping out of our immediate past, more swords, five of swords in the past, and we're now on our sixes, reaching that tipping point. In our crown, Three of Pentacles. Makes sense with that knight right there. Stepping into our immediate future, swift action, Eight of Wands. Us in our environment, Taurus, in your environment this week, Taurus, a Knight of Swords. Your environment around you this week, the Fool. That's you and your environment this week, or the way your environment sees you. The Fool is always us when it comes up in a spread. So then in your hopes and fears, this 10 Wands. And then our final potential outcome, beautiful bonus Pixie card and another wand, a Knight of Wands. You got three of the Knights. You got a balance of Knights and Wands. You don't have any cups, however, got lots of water. With the Fool and the Six here and the Six here, and I'm sorry, even in the Five, but with the Six here and the Fool, we got a lot of water. We got some water and our bonus Pixie card. But this is all more about you pursuing your passions and having to deal with people, having dealt with people who maybe don't agree with you, and then having to, very cool spread. Very cool spread, Taurus. Let's pull our clarification card. That's odd. Okay, I don't even know how that happened, you guys, but we had a card hiding in the Arcanum deck. It's so strange. So I'm not just going to put it back. We're going to put that one right here. Excuse me. We'll put one of my Asian coins on there. Need to take a sip of my water too. Excuse me. I have a dry cough. Oh. my goodness. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of trying to pull our clarification card when I had my coughing attack, and I found one little card from our Centennial Wake deck hiding in the Arcanum deck. So there's another card that wanted to be heard, seen. So now we're going to pull another card from here, and we're going to read it either upright or reversed. I did a very careful kind of a shuffle with meditation, so we're going to read whichever it is. There's our further clarification as well. All right, Taurus, let's get into this. Okay. So you, Taurus, are coming up this week with this beautiful Six of Wands. That's beautiful. It's a card of like recognition, triumphs. It's party, celebration, not party and celebration, more like triumph, successes. It's more like getting kudos, getting recognition, getting recognized for what you do. I feel like that's you this week. You're feeling, and it's a 6, which is wonderful. 6s are that tipping point. They're the top of the hill where you've gone through the rough stuff and off balance, climbed your way to the top, and now we're starting the forward momentum with the 6. It's very much a tipping point number, and I love it. And that's where you are with your wands. You got that tipping point. That's gorgeous. You got more wands in here. You're being crossed as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness by this Knight of Pentacles. So, Knight, it could be earth sign person in your life. That would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or the Knight of Pentacles. They also are the ones coming in with like a opportunity. They're the ones with making forward progress towards something. So I feel like this is more financial opportunity for you coming in this week for you in your awareness. You're bringing with you a 6, another 6, so it's a good thing. It's like 6 of Swords, and it's having been through all these battles and hassles. This 5, it's having been through this 5 in your immediate past, but now you're over it and you're getting through it and you're getting to safety, and we've got this water and there's healing and you're not alone. You got people with you and you're getting to the other side where it looks beautiful and everything's going to be better. So this is you're bringing this with you in your, you know this now in your subconscious that you're over this, and you're getting through to better times. So that's nice because you're stepping out of in your immediate past some disagreements and things. This 5 of Swords where you've been maybe making some changes, pursuing new things, and that necessarily means that some of the people in your life are not going to understand, not going to see, not going to know what you're doing, it's not going to jive with their concept of reality or whatever, and that's okay. It can lead to conflict and disagreements and arguments, and that's what this 5 of Swords is, and I feel like you've had to deal with some of that. But that's all right. You're feeling the 6. You're over that. You know you're healing. That's in the past. Water under the bridge. In your crown is this 3 of Pentacles. So you've got this opportunity coming in around Pentacles. It's going to involve learning again. It's going to, 3 is the apprenticeship card. You're still, and you're not alone. You're with, it could be going back to school, learning more and with other people, like again, the people with you in the boat. Sometimes when you're pursuing a new way, there's new stuff you need to learn. You need to kind of go back to the drawing board and be willing to be that apprentice again. It's in your crown. So to me, that's saying that you have to be willing to be a learner again, to be a lifelong learner, and to go back and learn more stuff. That's what's in your crown this week. You're going to step into some swift action, something happening very quickly in the near future, like New Year's, first week of New Year's. 8 of Wands is swift action coming, swift action and message, some swift message or something happening quickly. You and your environment, Taurus, are this Knight of Swords. So he's like the fastest of all the knights, like really rushing in with communication, thought, idea, truth. And he rushes in really quickly. You're going to feel like this, and this is you in your environment this week. You're going to feel like you're rushing in quickly with communication, swift communication. Be careful not to be too hasty. This guy can be a little, sometimes Sometimes too hasty. Let's consider the other cards in our staff, shall we? It's not always bad to know what to do and then go ahead and take the swift action. Sometimes that's what's called for. So, but be careful. I mean, your environment is giving you the Fool card. I love the card. It's beautiful. It's hope. It's pure optimism. It's, oh, I'm so excited to step into this new thing. I'm gung ho. But he's also kind of foolhardy. This isn't fool like an imbecile fool. This is a fool like, he's just happy-go-lucky and doesn't know what he doesn't know. He's about to walk right off this cliff, and his little friend here, the dog, is barking at him to warn him of the dangers that he might be stepping into that he may not be seeing. He's like to me the little people in the boat with the swords, or the people with you when you're learning your new skill. He's like, hold up, that little satchel of yours doesn't look very well equipped. Yeah, so the Fool is always us when it shows up in a spread. And when it shows up in your environment, this is how your environment is seeing you. It could be that they don't understand what you're doing. There's a lot of swift action happening. And you're rushing in like a Knight of Swords this week. So that swift action alone might be what's making the people in your environment see you as this fool, or being so optimistic and maybe even foolhardy in what you're doing or what you're attempting. How interesting, Taurus. You in your hopes and fears section have this 10 of Wands, which is, I think, a hope. It's being able to wrap up all the work and all the things, and whatever these 8 swift wands are, it's a 10. So it's a beginning of a new thing that you're starting, and there's lots of work involved. And I think your hope and or fear is having the stamina, frankly, to do that, to wrap it all up. But I think you do. He's strong in this card. He's strong. He's gathering up those wands that he's taken and dealt with, and he's gathering them, and he is marching off to build a new castle somewhere, something divine. And I think that's what you want to be able to do. And so in your final potential outcome, we got 2. We've got this beautiful Pixie Lovers card with the fish. It's connection, relationships. There's our cups. I said we have all these swords and wands, not many cups, but lots of water. Well, there's your cups right there from Pixie. Pixie goes, you want some cups? I'll give you some cups. It's these beautiful lovers with water in the background. It's creativity, trusting your intuition, connection. And you got that. That's just a bonus piece of artwork because it's her centennial deck. She's the one who did all the artwork for this ubiquitous Rider-Waite tarot deck back in 1906. I think it was published about then. You also have this Knight of Wands potential outcome. So again, more forward progress in pursuit of your passions is that Knight of Wands. Love, 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 love. So let's get this I Ching coin off here, this Chinese coin off of here, and find out what this other card was that wanted to pop out, Taurus. For whatever reason, it didn't pop out. It actually hid in the Arcanum deck. So strange. It's the 5 of Cups. It's the 5 of Cups. It's off-putting. It's crying over spilt milk. Here it is. You got a 5 of Swords. I'm going to put it with the 5 of Cups. That is looking at your losses and not turning around and having gratitude for the things that you do have and focusing on loss. And if you turn around and you focus on the loss, if you've reached 6, you've got 6 swords. You are the 6 of Wands. The 6 is the pin. So the 6 is the numerical tipping point, the energetic tipping point. So energies attract each other, and the things below the 5, you've got to really work at to combat the negative energy to get up to a 6. And then when you reach the 6, it's fabulous because it's the point where you now start to flow positive. And the more you give, the more positive it gets. And it's a fabulous tipping point. The 5s are not. The 5s are the steepest part of the hill. The 5s are that last part of the climb where you can see the summit, but it seems so far away. That's the 5. And so do not turn around and cry over those cups. You need to just have gratitude on what you have, and that'll start. That's the right direction. Wow. Interesting. So now let's see what arcanum clarification. We're going to read this upright or reversed, whichever it is. It's a reversal. It's love reversed. Wow. It's the love card, the lover's card reversed. So in our lover's card, we've got this beautiful angel, looks like the angel of temperance, or overlooking this beautiful relationship. Where did you have, okay, you had your lovers here with the Pixie card, coming up with our Knight of Wands. And you're getting, as clarification, the lovers reversed. Huh. So let's check this out and see how this rings for you, Taurus. The lovers reverse is divorce, incompatibility. Could be the swift action even that we're dealing with in our environment. The swords and the truth and things happening quickly. Also the fives we're stepping out of. And then us in our subconscious tool shed feeling like we've been through that, but getting through it, getting across the other side. It says misalignment. Unhealed this is the 5. This is exactly what I was saying about the 5 of Cups. The thing that keeps us from the tipping point and pulls us back down is this misalignment. Unhealed patterns or codependency might be surfacing. Are you compromising too much? Are you compromising too much? Okay, that's what you got to ask yourself this week, Taurus. That will hopefully ring through to you. Are you compromising too much? Don't do that. And have a blessed week. If you've enjoyed this reading, please gently tap that thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It helps the algorithm, helps me, helps the energy. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit subscribe. It's totally free. It'll remind you when your reading drops. And also, my first 500 get a free membership when I open my member section. So make sure to tap subscribe, and I'll see you next week, Taurus.